Folks, let me introduce myself. This is Raj. I hold around 12 years of experience completely into business intelligence. I have been involved in the implementation of BI projects. Last 4 years I've been associated with the Tableau, and prior to that I've been worked with different BI tools, Cognos, OBAE stuff, and worked with different Fortune 500 customers, BAF, GE, GSK, Hershey's. So different customers work with. So this is about my technical background. Okay, so today the agenda of the session is, so let us discuss detailedly what is this data warehouse and why companies are implementing this data warehouse. What are all the different ETL tools we have, and what are all the different business intelligence tools we have. So among all the business intelligence tools, why Tableau, and how Tableau is different from other BI tools, and components of Tableau, and how is the market, Tableau market, and about the Gartner review and questions. Let us just discuss in detail on this as a part of this session. Okay, so basically let us start up with a clear discussion. You guys are aware of what is warehouse? What was the meaning of warehouse? So it's nothing but, in a mass way we can tell that it's a go down, right? So if I store something rice in a warehouse, that is called as a rice warehouse. If I store something wheat in a warehouse, that is called as a wheat warehouse. Okay, if I store data in a warehouse, that is what called as a data warehouse. Okay, so what is the necessity of organizations to store all the historical data in a warehouse? So let me just start up with an example which will help you out to understand. Okay, so let us start an example. Let us assume that in a south region of a country, I started a company name was ABC. Any business has to deal with a product or service. Here I was dealing with FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. So FMCG goods is nothing but daily usage products, right? Same way, to capture all the transactional data, all the transactions. So for that, here I'm using Oracle as my database. I'm using Oracle as my database. So here, the business was damn good in the south region. If the business was damn good in the south region, obviously, I'll plan my business in other regions. So here, the business was damn good in the south region. So the higher management decided to start up their business in other regions. So let us start up, the higher management has started the business in the other region, north region. So rather than starting up a new company, if I can acquire an existing business, let us say the company XYZ was already in the north region. If I start up a new company, means I need to identify the place, then I need to make infrastructure done. A lot of things will happen here. It's a time consuming, as well as it will take some time to market myself. So that was the reason I have acquired an existing company, let's say XYZ, and this company also deals with FMCG. Okay, so here the company was going with MySQL database. So they were going with MySQL database. The business was damn good in the other regions, south and north. So same way, let us assume that I have acquired 2 more companies in other regions, East region and West region. So here, it also deals with FMCG, and here also it deals with FMCG. So here we have Excel as our database, and another region was Sybase as my database. So now I have my business across all the regions like south, north, east, and west regions. So the business was across 4 regions, but as a higher management, I just want to know top 5 products good across the country, and top 5 products which sales was bad across the country. So if I know that information, what I can do is I can plan my business accordingly. So that was the reason. If I want to capture that information, so across all the regions, top 5 products, because if you can observe here, one area Oracle, the other area is MySQL, the other area is Excel and Sybase. 4 different databases I have, but I need across the India or across the country, I need top 5 products. So to get the data, what we have to do is we need to integrate 4 different databases. We need to integrate 4 different databases. If I want to integrate 4 databases, basically what we can do is, we can have all the regular databases as usual here, and we can, extract data from all the regions. We can extract data from the 4 regions, and after extracting the data into transformation area, so here I can apply some business logic. Apart from this, we also have another option or facility. So what is that facility is, I can convert all these into a single database system, but that doesn't work out. I mean, let's say here I have Oracle. So the 3 areas was MySQL, Sybase, and Excel. I can convert to Oracle. Okay, so or else the other 3 can be converted into MySQL. So the other 3 into Excel or Sybase. Like changing into a single database system is one of the best option. But if I go with that, changing into a single database system, it is not going to work out, because the softwares I need to purchase in all the 3 areas, as well as I need to identify the resources. I need to recruit the resources. A lot of, time wise, cost wise, it is high if I change all these 3 systems into a single database system. Without doing all these stuff, I have an alternate option. So that is what this one. So the existing, let's say in South region Oracle, the other regions, all these 3 different, databases, as it is, every day-to-day transactions would be stored in these 4 different databases based on the customer requirement. Either it might be daily or weekly or monthly, quarterly, or half yearly. I'll extract the entire data from the 4 different sources into an area called transformations. So here what I'll do is, in the transformations, I'll apply a business logic. Let us say customer gender. In Oracle I'm using as M and F. Here in the Excel it is 01. Here it is 001, 002. Here it is, MA and FE. 4 different naming conventions. Let's say if I want to pull data, female customers who came to stores and purchased goods. So 4 different naming conventions I'll get in the report output. So which doesn't make sense to the customer for analysis. So that was the reason. What I'll do here is I'll extract into a transformation area, and here I'll apply a business logic stating that, if the customer gender, it is M or F, it is 0 or 1, it is MA or FA, whatever it might be. In the transformations, here we'll be converting that into male and female. Extraction, in the transformation, applying logic and making inconsistency data into consistent, then loading the entire data into data warehouse. So this entire process is called as extraction, transformation, and loading. So this process is called as ETL process. ETL process. For this ETL process, we have lot of tools available in the market. So we have Informatica, we have DataStage, we have Abnitio, we have SSIS. So these are all the different ETL tools we have in the market available. Okay, so where we can use these tools to make unstructured data to structured. So fine, now the entire data was available in the data warehouse. Let us say here, if my business is 10 years old, my 10 years of data is available in the warehouse itself. So this is called as a OLAP, and this is called as a OLTP. OLTP means online transactional processing. Both are databases, but here in these 4 systems we'll have transactional data, and here in the warehouse I'll have a historical data. So now the entire my business 10 years old data was available in the data warehouse. So now what we do here is, will be, I need to generate reports from this warehouse. Okay, if it is a database, means if I want to insert data or if I want to retrieve data from a warehouse, the important thing here is SQL, structured query language. So here I have 2 facilities. One, I can write manually and I can retrieve data from the data warehouse. So the other option was, with the help of business intelligence tools, BI tools, I can retrieve data from the data warehouse. So BI tools are very costlier, and if I go with the manual written queries, it is very cheaper. So even though it is cheaper, companies are not preferring manual written queries. Companies are going with the business intelligence tools. Any idea or any guess why it is going with the BI tools? So are we following, guys?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is enterprise perspective because we have so many users from enterprise side, right? Basically, is that the reason?
Okay. Yeah, it is also one of the point. I echo with your point. Even if I get the data manually written data, I can also share the same data across the enterprise. But security wise, it plays a vital role. Here in the BI tools, we can implement security. So, if I go with the business intelligence tools, I can view my data in 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, dashboarding, scorecarding, analytics, and security wise, it plays a vital role. So all these areas, and we do testing, and we'll be publishing into the server. So we have more facilities if I go with the business intelligence tools. If I go with the manual written query, performance wise, security wise, GUI wise, always BA tools are better. So that was the reason, even it is costlier, companies are going with the business intelligence tools only. We have a lot of business intelligence tools available in the market. We have Cognos, we have business objects, we have OBAE, we have MSBAE, and recently few tools, advanced BA plus VA tools came into the picture. So they are Tableau, ClickView, and Spotlight. There are a lot of business intelligence tools. You can see Cognos is an IBM product, Business Objects is an SAP product, OBA is an Oracle product, and MSBA is an Microsoft product. So all these are branded tools. Last 15 years back, you can see Cognos and Business Objects in the market, and last 5-6 years you can see OBA and MSBA is also in the market. So out of all these business intelligence tools, they are only BA tools, and these are BA plus VA tools, business intelligence plus visual analytic tools. So among all these tools, Tableau was standing in the first position in the Gartner review. So we'll discuss in detail on that. So here you understand. So why companies are implementing data warehouse in the sense. So the main reason here is, if I have my historical data with me, I can analyze the historical data and I can make some decisions based on the historical data, so that I can improve my business. So that was the reason each and every company was maintaining all the historical data. With the help of BA tools, finally they'll generate dashboards or reports. With that reports, they can analyze, and they can make a decision which is going to help to improve their business. If they don't have all this data, they cannot make any decision. When if they make a decision, that goes wrong, obviously. Okay, let me just share you a simple example. Let us assume that I have manufactured, I'm a small manufacturer. I manufactured 10 varieties of cakes, each worth of 10,000. So total 1 lakh cakes has been manufactured before Christmas. Okay, so I have manufactured it. Okay, so yeah, now what happened here is, I have manufactured 1 lakh. If I sell business without any software, let us assume that I have sold total 60,000 and 40,000 was moved into the godown. If I repeat the same thing next year also the same thing will happen. But let us say if I have a software and everything was stored in a database, with the help of reporting, if I generate a report, I'll get a clear clarity. So out of the 60,000, 5 varieties of products, 50,000 has been sold out in first 1 hour itself. Remaining 5 varieties, each 2,000, has been sold for 4 days or 5 days. So I have a clear understanding. Next year what I'll do is, whatever product sales was good, I'll try to manufacture more. This next time I'll increase it to 50,000 each variety of the product. So based on the analysis on historical data, if I can make a decision, 100% it is going to help us out. So that was the reason each and every organization need an ETL and reporting. Okay, based on the visualization, they can go ahead. Out of all the business intelligence tools, let us see why Tableau was standing in the first position. So what are all the different components we have. Let us discuss this point first. Okay, so let us discuss this point. You understand what is ETL and what is reporting tools. Now among all the reporting tools, how Tableau is quite different with the other business intelligence tools. So the first important point is Tableau was quite different with other business intelligence tools because of it is an in-memory tool. It is an in-memory tool. So what is this in-memory concept? So in-memory concept is nothing but, okay, so all the business intelligence tools are three-tier architecture. All the business intelligence are three-tier architecture. We'll be having initially web layer, application layer, and data layer. Three layers we'll be having. Okay, so in the web layer we'll have web server. The web end users will run the reports. So application means if whatever BA tool is that server will be available in the application server. And this is a data layer, nothing but database or our content store database. So what happens if, let us say, end user run a report here, any of the BA tools, it directly goes to the web server. From here to here, gateway will carry the business. Gateway will carry that physical query. The Internet Explorer, if end user run a report, that will be moved to the web server to the application server. Gateway will carry that physical information. So what application server will do is it will convert to SQL query. That physical query will be converted to SQL query. Why? Because database cannot understand any other language. It can only understand SQL query. So it can just only understand SQL query. So that was the reason it can only understand SQL query. So that was the reason application server will convert that physical query to SQL query, and again based on that database will give us the data. So to the end user, before sending data from database to the application server, it will check whether the requested person is having authorization or not. If he is having authorization, then the data will be sent to here, and from here to the web server, and web server to the end user. Finally it is shared. So that is what happens in all the traditional business intelligence tools. Okay, so same thing, all it is a three-tier architecture: web layer, application, and database. So web means internet to the application server, and database, same thing. So if, let us say, same report has been run by 10 users, okay, 10 times it has to follow the same procedure. So but whereas coming to the Tableau, what happens here is, let us say end user run a report, okay, so here also the same procedure. Even this is also a multi-tier, but for the classification purpose it is classified into three-tier architecture. So here let us say Tableau server. So the same procedure what happens here in the traditional method, here also the same thing happens, same procedure. But after extracting data into the Tableau server, it will not directly share it to the end user. So it will store in the RAM the entire data, whatever was extracted from the database will be stored in the RAM, and from RAM it is sharing it to the end users. Here it is not storing anywhere, it is directly giving it to the end user. But what happens here in the Tableau is, it was storing in the RAM. From RAM it is sharing it to the end user. So here the advantage is, if the entire extracted data was stored in the RAM, means from the RAM it is just sharing it to the end user. Let us say if other user run the same report, what happens? See, other users, what they can do is, the same report he can access it from here. So from the RAM he can access, no need to do the entire process here. So from the RAM itself, all the other users can access that data. And visualization, if the same user can see the bar chart report, he can see in the line chart, some other user can see in another format. So the different ways they can see the report, because the entire data was in the RAM, we can do calculation in the fly. So this is how the advantage of in-memory concept. We'll discuss in detail at the time of architecture. So same way, performance wise it is faster. Why? Because here in Tableau, we have separate connectors. Let's say if I want to connect to a database, I have a separate SQL connector. If I want to connect to some other data, fast data engine, MDX connector, I have separate connectors. So that was the reason it is already 10 times proven, 10 times faster than the other BA tools, and it is user driven. Comparatively when working with the other BA tools, it is very what we call easy, because most of the customized options has been given here itself. So that was the reason it is a user driven, okay, cost effective. So what is this cost effective means? Let's say if I want to build a report, if I want to build a 10 reports for 10 years, I want to maintain 10 reports for 10 years means, let us assume that the cost is $1 lakh. Same way, if I go with Tableau, what happens is the cost would be for 10 years, it would be less than 50% of the cost what we have invested, less than 50%. If I go with the Tableau, it would be less than 50% of the cost what we have invested. So if I want to maintain 10 reports for 10 years, because every year I need to renew the license and I need to maintain support team. So that was the reason this is costlier. Same way, if I go with the Tableau, it is less than 50% of the cost what I have. So that was the reason really customers were impressing and they were converting all the traditional reports into the advanced BA thing. So this is how the Tableau is quite different with other business intelligence tools. Also, I'll just show you one more important thing. You can see Gartner review. Gartner is a very big organization, so where it is going to share the review on the BA tools. You can see 2015, as of February 2015, you can Google it, Gartner review on Tableau. See, Tableau was standing in the first position. ClickView, Microsoft, Oracle means OBAE, IBM means Cognos, SAP means Business Objects, all these BA tools. You can see in the Google, you can find out this one, Google. Even this 2016 February also, still Tableau was in the first position among all the business intelligence tools, because it's very cheaper, in-memory tool, BA plus BA was damn good in the Tableau. That was the reason it was standing in the first position in the market. So this is how Tableau was quite different with all the business intelligence tools. So coming back to the Tableau components, we have 5 components: Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau reader, Tableau public, Tableau online. So Tableau desktop is 14 days license we have. Tableau server also 14 days license. Tableau desktop mainly it is used for modeling and reporting purpose. Server is mainly used to share the reports. Okay, in the desktop, it supports only Windows and Mac operating systems. And again, Tableau desktop, we have 2 licenses, personal and professional. Personal is $999 per desktop per year, and professional, which supports everything, $1,999 per year. So in the organizations, we use Tableau desktop and Tableau server. These 2 components are very important, which we are going to cover in the going forward sessions. So Tableau reader, Tableau public, these are free components. You can read and you can generate a report and you can share it to somebody. Public means you can publish it to the web. Online means, again, this is a we have to purchase it. If the entire data was in the cloud, we can connect to cloud and we can generate reports. So mainly we go with the organization's desktop and server modeling, report development, and sharing the reports to the Tableau server. So this is something about components of Tableau. And now let me show you the tool. So why Tableau, how it is different, components of Tableau. And now let us discuss Gartner review we have discussed. So let us discuss about the tool. As I said, Tableau desktop is a window-based tool, right? And if you go to the start, all programs, okay, so you can see Tableau. And the current latest version is 9.3, what we are going to work in the going forward sessions. I'll show you, the difference between other tools and how it would be better, the visualization. So as I said, Tableau was a BA plus VA tool, right? So let us use, sample superstore as an English extract here. Let me ask you a few questions here. Now I want to analyze data, continent-wise sales. So I have continent-wise, I have sales is available. If I ask you a question, what is the third highest sales continent? What would be your answer? Third highest continent. So it will really take some time to understand this one, right? If I move this to the columns, now you can see easily, you can tell that South America. This is what called as the visualization. The data was same, but the representation was changing. Now you can see data was same, the representation was getting changed. So this is what a visualization. So we can color the continents like this, we can size the continents like this, we can label it. Okay, we have more facilities. We can here we have maps. So different facilities we have here where customer can analyze the data. So here you can see that in the filled map, all the sales. More features here we have. So this is a tool, guys. This is a tool. So if I drag continent here, if I have sales values in the bar, you want to see values on top of the bars, just click on this ABC symbol. If I want to make assigning, click this. If I want to make descending, click this. So this is how we can do everything. This is a tool. Okay, so it's not something language. By using Java, this tool has been built up. Each and every option you can able to see. So this is what visualization, where we do generate reports and we'll be sharing to the customers. And as a part of this course, if you are really interested with this, we'll be covering you all these areas. As a part of this course, we are going to cover Tableau desktop, Tableau server, and data warehousing concepts is important, and resume preparation plays a vital role. Okay, most of the resumes people used to put up a development project, and roles would be support project. So resume preparation is very important, and project process and documentation part is also very important. So we have development support as well as migration, enhancement projects. So the Tableau, whatever software it may be, we'll be having 4 different types of projects. We'll be discussing in detail on this, and we'll be also providing you FAQs. As a part of this course, I will be covering you developer, architect, and administration. 3 areas I will be covering this in the total 30 hours. Desktop, server, data warehousing concepts, resume preparation, project process and documentation, FAQs, and 3 roles you can apply for: developer, architect, administrator. And services, what we are going to provide you in the going forward sessions is, we will be providing you Tableau desktop software with 1 year validity. With 1 year validity for Tableau desktop software, as well as key will be provided, license key will be provided, and server will be giving you 14 days of access to the server. You can work with the server for 14 days. Same way, we'll be sharing you daily recorded sessions to the through a drive. You can access through lifetime all the recordings whenever you want. You can listen all the recordings step by step. So we will share you a soft copy of material, and we'll provide you interview questions and mock interviews. I can help you out with the interviews. Okay, so services and about the course thing, and I'll ask you Raidu to share you the course content, everyone, so that what you can do is you can just go through the course content. You'll get a clarity. So what we are going to cover in the going forward sessions very clearly: introduction and getting started means naming conventions, connecting to data, sources, how we connect and all these stuff. We will discuss detailedly on this. Working with measures and dimensions, and the default properties, and converting dimensions to measure. And we have a wonderful topic called actions. And again, filters plays a vital role in the Tableau. We have a lot of filters here. Each and everything we'll be discussing in that. And we work with the maps, WMS servers, geocoding. Okay, so, and we also work with the different visualizations. So all the visualizations and custom calculations and parameters. So, and different real-time scenarios, we'll be working conditional formatting, on building groups, sets, bins, hierarchy, sorting, statistical visual analysis, data modeling and data blending. Okay, sharing your workbook and extensions, dashboards and storyboard. So a lot of things we'll be discussing even on the server also. In detail, we'll discuss everything. So detailing, I'll ask Raidu to share you this document to you guys. You can go through that. Okay. So this is something about what I want to deliver you guys. So now you can ask me your questions. Yeah, you can ask me.
I have a. I know Tableau is a leader in self BA. What about the enterprise side? Like I'm been working with MicroStrategy. So whether Tableau is used in mostly in enterprise side as well, I'm not sure. Can you please elaborate on this?
Yes. Enterprise level we can use Tableau, and I'll show you the connectors as well as it is very simple and easy. Let me just click on here. So sources, you can see all the sources here. Enterprise level, whatever you want to see, Hadoop or anything, you can Salesforce, you can see ERP level, you can see enterprise level. All these are enterprise levels. You can see Oracle, Salesforce, SAP, everything you have. NetPure Business Warehouse, SAP S-Base, SAP Sybase IQs, Oracle, SQL, Splunk. So everything, anything you can connect it directly, enterprise level. And you can generate reports. You can see Cloudera, Hadoop, data stacks, enterprise level, EXA. You can see all the sources. You can directly connect, without, we have directly plugins here. Suresh, easily we can connect. And if you can see, GE has been converting all the reports. GSK has been converting all the reports into, Tableau. And most of the Hadoop projects on top of Hadoop, you can see Tableau as the reporting tool. So that was the reason, the sales was damn good in the market. So Tableau was standing in the top position in that. So here I can able to show you all the enterprise solutions where we can directly plug in. You can connect to the enterprise level and you can generate reports.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So any other questions, guys, you have, other guys? So it's your time. You can ask me any questions, technically or how, market, anything you can ask me, or you can chat with me. Okay, guys, I'll end of the session. If you have any question, feel free to email to info@BigClasses.com. You can email to this, or you can contact Raidu. You can post your questions, and if required, let us have one more technical session in detail and the Tableau, so that you will get more confidence